is in moments like these where my anger wants to just flare.
And be like, I'm done. I'm going to sleep.
But I have to tuck it in. Okay, we just did a solid 2.5 minutes of great conversation, only to realize that the microphone and the screen recording portion was not recording to begin with. So
sadly,
anyhow, we live, baby. Good morning, Sac-Passe.
What's going on, guys? My name is Alan.
And I'm Alex.
Welcome to Amicy channel.
Guys, listen, if you're not subscribed, make sure you guys click on that subscribe button.
Click on it.
Be part of Amicy gang.
Oh, God.
Somebody was like, it's kind of, I forgot the word they were using. Like, it's kind of like, that you guys are going to ask people to subscribe in the first 10 seconds.
Is this your channel?
Exactly. Did they say whatever her name is? This is the Amicy channel. We do what we want over here, okay?
Of course we do.
So, while I was gone, Dax and F and a bunch of the people that we love to react to dropped some dope stuff. And because we don't react to, we don't check out the videos that you guys request,
right? Until
we literally sit here and click play. Mm-hmm. It's been very difficult while I've been over in California working to not listen to any of the songs.
But I feel like they were like, send it through, run it through the garden.
Run it through the garden. So I'm excited to check out this stuff today, guys. So we have Dax, right? Dax dropped one of the, I think he dropped like 2 songs, right?
Yeah, Love Hurts and Self-Proclaimed 4.
Okay. We're fairly new to Dax, even though we've been reacting to a lot of his
like the middle
upcoming stuff. Mm-hmm. So we haven't had the time to go back into like his catalog to dig more into the stuff that he's done.
Right.
So I'm excited to go back and see a lot of the stuff that he's done. What was that one song he did called Dear God? Do you hear me?
Yeah, Dear God.
Dear God.
Uh-huh.
I feel like the music video for the next one, like I feel like it's all part of the same sequence. Yes, sir. Yeah, but so today, guys, we have Love Hurts by Dax, official music video. Let's do what we're doing, do our best here in this video. Let's get popping.
Let's get it.
Oh boy, he's in a cage. What does the cage mean? I'm trapped in the memories of what never was. You gotta read it for the people.
You recover from your first heartbreak. You sort of just learn to deal with it. Yeah, love hurts, especially when the person that you love doesn't want to put you first. If I could go reverse, I would pay attention to your actions and would never pay attention to your words. Bitch, you was a curse, trick me into thinking that you love me, then you cut me, now I'm bleeding on this verse. I need to go to church, I'm having conversations with the devil.
Bleeding like it hurts. Hold on.
No, he said, now I'm bleeding on this verse.
We gotta go back.
Yo,
his wordplay is,
bro. Dax,
I love his wordplay.
It's like I'm always very fascinated whenever he's about to hop on the track, because like you think about the beat that he's using, you think he's gonna go one way, and then he goes, nah, I'm gonna go completely opposite of where I'm gonna go. But yes, you're on what you said. The wordplay is on point all the freaking time. This dude is amazing at that. But Alan, we're not rookies, okay? I know it's been a while. Yeah. But when there's a quote on the board, we have to read it in the deepest voice possible, so that they can know what is going on.
But I'm not ready for that. But I was back in high school. I would be like, quickly read what happened.
107.5. Hey, yo, DJ! Right back, Turbo!
I'm trapped in the memories of what never was.
Yes, sir. From your first heartbreak, you sort of just learn to deal with it. Yeah, love hurts, especially when the person that you love doesn't want to put you first. If I could go reverse, I would pay attention to your actions and would never pay attention to your words. Bitch, you was a curse, trick me into thinking that you love me, then you cut me, now I'm bleeding on this verse. I need to go to church, I'm having conversations with the devil, and I'm asking what is life really worth. It's Dax, you fucked up my head. And what's crazy is I'd probably do it all again. At night I sit on my bed, start praying while I'm looking up at God, and I ask him when the hell is this pain gon' end. He acts deaf, been stressed, I remember the text, remember the love, phone calls, I remember the sex. I'm still haunted by the day that you left. I wasn't good enough, but fuck it, I still gave you my best. Now say, fuck, and I don't know what to do. 7 billion, but not one like you. Ain't it crazy how we built for 2 years, but
bro, this is such a
you feel
Dax's ability. I would say Dax, Jelly Roll, or probably my 2 people that I think about a lot that allows you to like they can make you feel exactly how they are feeling in those moments, because not everybody goes through those exact same things. So it's like, but it's their abilities to captivate, like to capture that feeling and then put it on a track, and then whenever the delivery that they give, you're just like instantly, even though even if you've never gone through a situation like that, you can't help but visualize it, and the feeling that you're seeing, you feel it, as if you went through it in the first place. That I'm just, bro, unfreaking believable, because I think it's like one of those things, right? With like anytime somebody goes to like the line that Dax said, that like he said, like it's kind of like the thing with NF when NF was talking to his old self, right? But I feel like in a way, like everything that we go through ends up creating the person that you're gonna be down the road. So,
but he's
hold on.
Yeah, I'm hold that thought.
So let's say 2 months, 2 years from now, 3 years, 4 years from now.
Okay.
He ends up meeting an individual that he ended up being with for a long time, and it's like, but going through the ringer has allowed him to really truly know what he wants and not bypass the red flags going forward. Because a lot of times people fall in love and they go, "Oh, that yellow flag, we can work through this." And enough of the compromises, you don't realize that you're already a year in. And it's like the little things that they were doing in the beginning still irk you.
Yeah.
But that's not causing the snowball effect that leads to the end of a relationship that ends violently. If that makes sense. Okay, back to your thought.
So that relationship ends and then a new person comes in. So that old relationship that you were in, so that pretty much prepared you, like, so it truly opened you up to become, like, to finally know yourself for the next person to come.
Only if you took the time to work on yourself, because a lot of times people just go from relationship to relationship, right? And I quit, like, with this one, because, like, it's funny to think about. It's like, oh, wow, I've been single for a solid year. Like, I made a decision. I wasn't gonna give anybody the time of day until I gave myself 100% of myself, because I felt like all of the past people that I've been in relationships with, all of those years, I've always been giving, and it drained me.
Yeah.
And because I took the time, I took a solid year and said, no, I'm good. Thank you. It's me and my dog. I'm good. Appreciate it. Keep it moving. And I did not, I mean, to the point I wore a ring so people would stop talking to me. Right? So it's like that level. And then going forward, you're able to actually go, okay, I know what I want.
Yeah.
And I know what I do not want. And I know how to, like, that's shady. I'm going to address that. Because a lot of times, depending on what the attractiveness level of the person is, you might let some stuff slide. You're like, oh, yeah, the way she talked to the waiter, I didn't like that, but, we can talk about it later. You're a year in and she's still doing the same thing. And you're like, oh, but she's so attractive, though. You start bypassing the things that will have eventually stopped you from going down that road with that person. Because every person that you end up with, the history, the memory is always going to be in your head. You might forget some of it, but it's always going to be with you. Everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have the book. So you're writing your chapters of the book of that relationship of your life. You might read, it might be 1,000 pages, but you might read 345 pages and you only may remember one. Doesn't mean the 344 pages weren't a part of the whole story.
Right.
You just happen to forget it, but it's still part of your story. Yeah. We back out here.
Run it back, Turbo.
Run it back, sir.
Remember the love, phone calls, I remember the sex. I'm still haunted by the day that you left. I wasn't good enough, but fuck it, I still gave you my best. Now say, fuck, and I don't know what to do. 7 billion, but not one like you. Ain't it crazy how we built for 2 years, but it took 10 seconds and a bad decision just to break the whole thing loose. I can't sleep, I can't eat, my heart skips beats. Social media don't help, they think I'm weak. I've been screaming that I'm cut, but you just watch me bleed. I can't love another woman cause the cycle repeats. No. So I just write these songs. Yeah, they help, but they don't right wrongs. My life is a museum. Everybody shows up and buys tickets, but they never want to stay that long. Man, I can't move on. Head spinning like a CD-ROM. Only woman I could trust is my mom. And don't you fucking try to say you can relate unless you listen to these lyrics and cry while you singing along. Fuck, love hurts. in the worst way. Imagine catching someone cheating on your birthday, and then they cry and say they love you while they sitting on his dick. That bitch, why the fuck you do it in the first place? Did you know you'd hurt me? You didn't know.
Oh my God.
It's just another option on your survey. I could get revenge, but that wouldn't help my spirit. So I have to make these songs and let these motherfucking words play. Fuck. Oh, now I'm doing too much. I'm supposed to be a man, so I'm supposed to act tough. I put all my fucking eggs in one basket. You were my plan A. I didn't never even.
The more that I hear Dax and a lot of the different artists that are coming from the independent industry, right?
Yeah.
The more I'm realizing that like it's like the newer okay, here we go. The more I see independent artists, the more I'm realizing those people are the new wave, not the people that are in mainstream. Okay? Thought.
Okay.
In mainstream, they promote all this trash to the people. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times people are like, oh my God, that's a new school. They're not the new school. They're just the people. They're the fluff that society is fed into believing that they're great. Oh yeah, it's just a new sound. No, it's stupidity and fluff. They're trash. Those people are the next wave, right? Because if you look at hip hop in general, right?
Okay.
When you look at why hip hop started in the first place and going forward, right? At the time, there was a lot of chaos happening around at the time, right? Mm-hmm. Now society's progressing forward, and now you're getting to the point where you're getting different artists that are coming out, like NF, like Jelly Roll, Adam Calhoun, Upchurch, Dax, all the other guys that we check out. You're getting the perspective of them from understanding themselves, because that track is based on a personal relationship that he went through. But he's giving you his storytelling in a way about what he went through and the feeling and the emotion he went through. No one's gonna write that exact same thing in the earlier hip hop, if that makes sense. Because at the time, you had to be hard if you're gonna be a rapper. You had to be the tough guy,
right? Because
of the environment a lot of the people grew up in. You couldn't be dropping stuff like that.
It'll make you look weak.
It made you look right. So, but now it's more accepted to be able to drop something like that, so that people can actually see the vulnerability. Oh God, the vulnerability. It's okay for people to see you be vulnerable.
Okay.
Versus, yeah, I got all these women, I got these cars, I got this money. Stupid things that no one can relate to. But you have all the other independent artists that are coming out, and every single track that they're dropping, people can relate to them because they always stay true to the culture of hip hop. Our son.
Okay.
Run it, sir.
Run it back, Turbo.
Love hurts in the worst way. Imagine catching someone cheating on your birthday, and then they cry and say they love you while they sitting on his dick. That bitch, why the fuck you do it in the first place? Did you know you'd hurt me? No, fuck. I was just another option on your survey. I could get revenge, but that wouldn't help my spirit. So I have to make these songs and let these motherfucking words play. Fuck. Oh, now I'm doing too much. I'm supposed to be a man, so I'm supposed to act tough. I put all my fucking eggs in one basket. You were my plan A. I didn't never even think to have a backup. Now I'm stuck. I need a break, but I'm in it again. It's all or nothing. We can't just be friends. First loves are the worst. Love hurts, and I'm stuck inside this cycle that's gonna end up with you cheating again. Fuck. Love hurts, especially when the person that you love doesn't want to put you first. If I could go reverse, I would pay attention to your actions and would never pay attention to your words. Bitch, you was a curse. Trick me into thinking that you love me, then you cut me. Now I'm bleeding on this verse. I need to go to church. I'm having conversations with the devil, and I'm asking what is life really worth. It's Dax. First level, fuck you up, man. We've all been there.
It's Dax.
Lovers.
Oh, the beats are always on point.
You know it.
Guys, that was Dax Love Her. That was Dax Love Her. Official music video. Woo! It's getting better. It's getting deeper. It's getting deeper. Yeah. I'm. What are you gonna say?
But one thing I saw is like, since he was cage, when we were saying, oh, he's in the cage. So
I was thinking that. Thank you for bringing that to the mind. I was like, oh.
So thinking on the back of it, he said, your first love, it will always be your worst.
Okay.
So could it be that once, cause like it's like a soul tie pretty much.
Yes.
Soon as you like get with somebody, and then goes through.
I don't know what that means.
I can't, just in case the kids watching, we can't be.
You know the to do.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Like the soul tie. And so therefore, when that person walks out of your life, you're always going to have like memories of when you were with that person. So can it be like that little cage could be, you're like still, like you feel trapped because you're still thinking about that other person and you can't move on yet because you're still going through the hurt phase.
Okay. I guess that's kind of what I was thinking when I saw that him in the cage, and it's like because it's like because you can flip it, right?
Okay.
So what the scene where he's in the cage, and then the lady touches his hand and he cuts himself, right? Could that be also? Could the lady also represent, right, potential people that are trying to come into his life, but he only sees them through the lens of hurt? So, because he's still in the cage, meaning he's still going through the phase, like you said, until he exits that cage, he's always going to see every person that's on the outside of that cage from the lens or the perspective of hurt.
Like they're trying to hurt you?
Exactly. Okay. So, all of the stuff could either be in the head versus physically happening.
But that does truly make sense because what's the first thing that a lot of people do once they're done, like with a breakup? After they're done healing, then whenever they get with somebody else,
you start looking for flaws.
Yeah, to see if it will happen again. Especially if somebody cheated on you, you're always going to have it in the back of mind, like, what if?
And I feel like if you operate in the what if world, you have a long way to go. But yeah, guys, that was Dax. You guys know this channel. This is the Amicy Reaction Podcast. We don't really know how long the videos are gonna go. We just know we're gonna sit here and click play, and whatever the heck thing pops into our mind when we're watching
talk about it.
You about to get it. So, if you're not part of the Amicy gang,
come on,
make sure you guys go ahead and click on that subscribe button below and join us and be a part of the squad. In all times, don't cheat yourself.
Love thyself,
and keep it Amicy. Peace.
I